Made it up for a little bit of sun. There's Rex Brownies. Say hi, Rex. Am I getting you? It's hard to tell. So, yeah, still kind of chilly here. I'm ready for, the weather to decide what it's going to want to do, because I either want to go ski or go kayak. So, yeah, well, I did not go skiing last weekend. I was all gung-ho, do it by yourself, live life, meet new people, and I got scared. And, it was just, I put myself out there before I met friends after Dave died, and go out to listen to music by myself and dance by myself, and dress up. Yeah, I like to dress up and be unique. Yeah, it was super hard, but it was fun. Big Sky's kind of got a special place in my heart. Dave worked there for 2 years. I worked there for a year. We lived together. It was the beginning of our relationship and the ups and downs. And so I don't know if I'm ready to go up there alone. I've been up there several times with girlfriends, and yeah, it's getting better. But even those first times were hard. It's like driving by the condo that we had, which was awesome. 3 stories, so beautiful. We should have bought it, but we had no money back then. I think it was only $450 a month. Yeah, really great memories. And with that comes a lot of, sadness when you're thinking about great memories with your loved one and you can't talk to them about it, or you can, but it's like kind of a one-way telepathic conversation where you're hoping you get downloads. I had a dream the other night, a couple nights ago. It's really great. I don't have dreams of David. It's really great. And I hope you start, ask the universe to give you signs, dreams, visions. I found more heart rocks that I'll probably post. Okay. Dry our tears. Let's see. I have a heart rock holding. Where's my notes? I don't know. Oh, it's staring at me. Oh, see, it's so windy. Oh, there goes the freaking heart rock. Oh, I'll grab a new one. We'll find it. Okay. There's my notes. There's heart rock. I hope they took it. Okay. Alright, into my notes. So, when we think and dwell on how life was before our loved one died, our memories tend to be more nostalgic than real. We kind of filter out the bad parts of our relationships and just concentrate on the good ones and reminisce on them. And though that can help, us retain our good memories of them, because I know, me at the early stages, it's like, oh my God, am I gonna forget, my person and all the things we did? Because wow, your brain's like brainwashed. You're like a zombie, but you do. I promise you do. Okay. So even though it can help retain your good memories, it doesn't help release the bad ones. And Dave and I not one, and thousands, it seems like. I don't know. It was tumultuous. It was passionate. It was that kind of relationship. But those unfinished wounds don't get resolved if we don't sit with the more uncomfortable feelings. The unfinished words that we wanted to say, unfinished feelings we wanted to convey, the life experiences we dreamed about, and together and alone. We all have our own thoughts in our head of how we thought our future would be like, but some of them articulated to our person, and they wanted them to. And now they're just poof. It's not that you can't still do them, but it's gonna be way different, right? And so many thoughts and emotions that we have to process through this grief journey, and it can seem really overwhelming at times. But there really is no timeline, and we all have our own timeline, and you just need to work through it as you feel comfortable and called. No timeline, just stages. We all work through our stages. But the stages mean progress and healing. And you grow. You share with others, who are feeling the same shit you're feeling. You give, you receive, and pour out your love wherever you can. Wherever will take it, especially to yourself. And as you're going through this enormous healing process, you're becoming actually a new you. I was like, at the beginning, I'm like, I don't know who I am. I'm a teenager when Dave and I met. Teenagers don't know who they are, and we just became who we were together. And I didn't, I have no outside individual me, and now I do. And it is still a work in progress. I think it's always going to be a work in progress. But, the new you isn't just a fantasy. It's going to happen. Whether you want it to or not. It just frickin' happens. So, look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I am so proud of you. You've come so far. You have what it takes inside to keep going, keep growing, and you are so very loved by our community, by me, by yourself. real you and feel comfortable with who you are. And fuck, who doesn't ever like it, right? Because they weren't ever meant to jive with you and your vibe. So whenever you need that self-love talk, maybe every day, maybe just when you need it. Because sometimes the world doesn't remember to, give us grace, tell us we matter, tell us we're loved, tell us, So, but you can always give it to yourself. And there's community out there, with not just in my channel that nobody watches, but a lot of grief networks. Watch out, some of them want money. So and your local groups, reach out to your local groups. There's so many things. There's Grief Share, there's Suicide Network grief groups, and your world will just open. So put yourself out there and live life. Feel. Let those feelings pass. Breathe. Forgive. Let go. And love. Peace out.